Hello everybody, my name is Munchables and welcome. I can invite you now to Munch on This, the new show where we take a look at some of the deeper thoughts of our Hearthstone players that are participating in the ESL Premiership. Last week we had a chat with Hello Leroy, going through some of the turns he was making during his Premiership games and asking him for a deeper insight. If you missed that video, you can find it on this annotation right here. Now this week, I'm going to be talking to BoarControl. He's set aside a couple of minutes today so I can ask him a few questions about the brand new expansion Journey into Un'Goro. First of all, Boar, welcome to the show. Thank you for setting aside a couple of minutes for us. I'll jump straight into the first question and get this started. What are the 3 cards that you are most excited to see coming into this expansion?
So I'm most excited to test out the Mage quest. Basically, it's the first time we've got a mechanic in Hearthstone where you can skip a turn, and this introduces loads of cool new combos that I'm really excited to try out. Then, as well as that, there's the Hunter quest, where you can shuffle 15 Raptors into your deck, and you can have some really neat turns where you can go like Tundra Rhino, and you can play this 3-2, which draws another 3-2 endlessly, and you can charge them in and then make some really cool combos. And then there's the Paladin quest as well, where you can get this Galvadon, and it battlecry adapt 5 times, so you can make this huge guy, which is just a cool win condition. You can make him just, even if you're behind, you can even make a huge taunt potentially. It's a really flexible card that you can always, pretty much always use to win if you need to.
Of the decks that are currently in the meta, which ones do you think, if any, are going to survive as we head into Un'Goro?
So, I think that Pirate Warrior and Jade Druid are most certain out of the current meta decks to survive the expansion. Other decks like Miracle Rogue I think lose too many cards. So Pirate Warrior is only losing Finley, and then Jade Druid loses the Azure Drake and a couple of other cards. I think you can, the core cards are the Jades, and that's all that really matters in that deck. So I'm pretty sure those 2 decks will stick around and be tier 1 next expansion.
Third question, you've been known as a big Warrior player over the years. Do you think the new Warrior Legendary quest is going to be viable?
So the new Warrior quest is a bit different to the other ones. It gives you a new hero power. This hero power can be used every turn and creates an inevitability, dealing 8 damage. If you do that every turn, your opponent's going to die soon. So I think this quest can see work. You can build a really defensive taunt deck which pushes no damage in the early game and just tries to survive, and then once you reach your quest, you can just press this button a few turns and then win the game.
Boar, you're most famous for creating the Tempo Warrior deck yourself. Do you think there's any way we could see a resurgence here in Un'Goro Crater?
So compared to last year when I made Tempo Warrior, this year the meta is a bit different. We've got Pirate Warrior, which should in theory be an alright matchup for Tempo Warrior. We have the Jade decks, which I'm worried that unless you can make Tempo Warrior fast enough, the Jade decks might just overwhelm it. And then we might not have Zoo. If Zoo is a strong deck, I think Tempo Warrior can work. It's the best matchup for Tempo Warrior, but if Zoo falls flat on its face this expansion, I think we won't be seeing Tempo Warrior. It's a lot down to the matchups in the meta, and if there's aggro or control. And if there's aggro, Tempo Warrior should be a viable deck. As well, comparing Tempo Warrior from this meta to the last one, there's a few cards that have changed. Execute's been nerfed to 2 mana. It might not even fit in Tempo Warrior anymore. It's a huge cut. It's doubling the mana cost, is very significant. And then Malkorok has actually got a huge buff. There's new weapons in the game which really increase its power level, and we lose cards like Curse Blade, so playing Malkorok on 7 should have a much stronger impact on the game now. What
deck is it, out of all of the new cards, that you are most excited to build this expansion? What this expansion really jumps out at you?
Every time you ask this question, I look at oh crap, another deck. Yeah, So the first deck I'll be building is a new aggressive Paladin deck with the Murloc synergies. There's a few new Murloc cards which work well together. There's like Gentle Megasaur, which adapts all your Murlocs. There's a 2-mana 2/3 which buffs a Murloc. These cards seem really strong, and I'm looking forward to building an aggressive Paladin deck, maybe with the new egg card that can bring down a lot of other decks, and maybe even with the quest. We'll have to see if the quest works. It should be really strong.
Awesome, thank you very much, BoarControl. He certainly seems excited about the new expansion, and you guys should be too. If you want to find out what's truly OP heading on in and how to play it, make sure to tune into the Premiership this Monday at 7 PM BST over at twitch.tv/ESL_Hearthstone. That's where the action is going to be at. That's going to be it from us this week though. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more of this content every single week of the Premiership. I have been Munchables, and you guys have just been munched.